Welcome back to Excellence Talks. Today, I am honored to introduce an extraordinary guest joining us from Wisconsin, whose career embodies innovation, compassion, and dedication to advancing healthcare. With over 2 decades of experience in biotechnology, she stands as the co-founder and CEO president of InVivo Sciences, a trailblazing company focused on developing precision medicines for genetically defined heart failure and rare diseases. Hello, Ayla. Welcome to Excellence Talks.
Hi, Murat. Thank you very much for your kind invitation. I am honored to be part of your platform, and also I am honored to know you and your leadership and your vision with the Excellence Talks. Thank you for your invite.
Thank you for joining us, and we are looking forward to hear information, insights from you. My first question I would like to start, why did you co-found InVivo Sciences, and what is the driving vision behind the company's vision?
My personal vision is inspired by the loss of my father. He was in Istanbul, Turkey at that time, and when I was very young. He died from a heart disease, and it's a sudden one. He was just 53 years old. And since then, I think I wanted to do and contribute to this field. And the chance and opportunity came to me when I met with my partners, Dr. Tetsuro Wakatsuki and Dr. Elliot Elson. They are my scientific co-founders, and we together co-founded InVivo Sciences. And since then, we are together contributing to find solutions to unmet medical needs in precision cardiology and enabling platforms to develop drugs for that area. Also important that your audience to know, the cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. And interestingly, in 2023, there's a report from the World Health. It says that the cardiovascular disease globally surged 60% over 30 years. This is an alarming report and a significant increase, and not many innovative drugs has been presented to the patients, despite the many technologies has been enabled. So this is an area very premature for innovation, and still we have lots of room for innovative drugs for patients.
Thank you, Ayla. It's very inspirational to hear that how it started. And I think everyone can relate to this. In your journey towards developing precision medicines for genetically defined heart failures, what are the key milestones you have achieved? And what challenges have you encountered along the way?
I think as everyone developing new technologies, we have faced several challenges, but also very significant accomplishments and milestones over the years. We believe that at InVivo Sciences, we are pioneering the future of personalized cardiovascular medicine development. We developed a cardiac precision medicine discovery engine, a technology platform we call Concordia, that integrate iPSC, patient-derived microheart models, and AI-driven diagnostics together. This is setting a new standard in discovering and developing cardiovascular therapies, which we all need and patients needs. We believe that the key to transform a patient outcome lies in the ability to tailor therapies to the unique genetic and compounding effects of disease phenotypes developed over time. For instance, monogenic heart disease collectively affecting about 8% of the population in the United States, but also this is available around the world. In response to this, first, we developed microhuman heart organoids, which we call new heart. These are derived from patients, induced pluripotent stem cells or iPSCs that have been genetically engineered to carry the mutation causing the heart failure. We also established mass production process for new heart, which accurately mimics different types of monogenic heart failures as an effective disease model. We utilize thousands of these organoids to screen for therapies and identify novel drug candidates effectively. And we also lastly identified an IVS-201. It is our lead drug program for heart failure preserved ejection fraction. As you can see, number of assets has been developed and patented, and also these are integrated and a drug program right now focusing on one disease, specific disease for heart failure preserved ejection fraction. The challenges was also very significant. Number one is that the duration of developing very complex medical products or concepts is very long. You need committed teams, diverse expertise, and you need to orchestrate. The teams could be multinational in different locations, different time points, and keep them together. And you need significant investment and stable funding over time. Investment in the cardiac drug field, unfortunately, has not been very lucrative. The reason is that investors didn't want to invest in cardiac innovative drug development as much as they wanted to invest in the cancer drugs. The investors invested in the last 10 years only 3% of total dollars. And this is not very significant and not enough. So I think I can say securing funding support for innovation and identifying co-development partners has been a challenge and a slow process, but we are progressing slowly but surely.
Your achievements are truly impressive, Ayla. Really fascinating to learn all this information. As a pioneer in the development of enabling technologies in precision cardiology, what do you believe is needed now to achieve the pending milestone of In Vivo Sciences drug development program? And how do you plan to address these needs?
I think the critical one is that we are actively supporting and also seeking funding partners to be able to support our IVS 201 lead drug program for heart failure preserved ejection fraction, enabling our partners to access to the technology platform to be able to support their own precision medicine initiative. So we can co-develop or we can help them to develop their own drug programs. And for this, when we are looking for strategic partners and investors, these are very critical to keep adding and to build together. So we welcome all potential investors and partners to join our efforts. And if we can help others, we are also very happy to do that and to finalize their own drug development. They just need to come and contact us. We are able to happy to help, and they can access the very highly developed technology platform.
Thank you for shedding light on the importance of global impact, Ayla. Could you elaborate on the importance of addressing heart failure with preserved ejection fraction, HFpEF, it's called, cardiac diseases with a precision cardiology approach, particularly in contrast to the current methodologies employed in cardiac drug development? How does In Vivo Sciences contribute to bridging this gap?
Heart failure is categorized into two groups generally. They are heart failure with reduced ejection fraction and heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. We focus on the preserved ejection fraction area, and approximately about 3 million people in the United States suffer from this disease. It's very costly and very debilitating to the individuals, and they keep going to hospitalize again and again, and there's not many innovative drugs available. One more interesting results from the statistics that recently the number of heart failure preserved ejection cases increasing among women. And this is another alarming fact to point out. Challenges persist because not all patients respond equally to existing treatments for this disease. Some of them experience significant side effects. And heart failure preserved ejection fraction is particularly challenging to treat effectively due to fewer proven treatment options availability, and compared to the reduced ejection fraction, which many alternatives available. So we wanted to help in this unmet need, and clinical trials that has been done in this field of preserved ejection fraction have failed significantly and did not meet clinical endpoints in phase 3. What that means, Murat, is the phase 3 is very expensive, and they can do with the thousands of patients in the clinical trials. And if you don't meet clinical trials endpoints, it costs the investors and it disappoints everybody involved, and also patients, of course, expectations. This suggests that drug development for heart failure preserved ejection fraction might benefit from precision medicine approach. similar to that used in the cancer treatment. And that is what we are advocating for this field. And that is why we have a drug program, also IVS-201. What we contribute, how we contribute to your question, our Concordia technology platform integrates an AI-assisted clinical enrichment diagnostics and increase the efficiency of clinical trial and very cost effectively. And by improving the statistical significance with fewer patients. So we can actually bring the clinical trials with few patients and able to meet the endpoints effectively and efficaciously at the drug development process. And that is one of the biggest contribution. And why we do that very good for the preserved ejection condition, because there are more than maybe 500 subcategories. We don't know which patient belongs to what category still. And that is why to identifying subcategory patients when you are developing a drug and matching the drug with that subcategory is critically important for heart failure drug development and efficacy. And if you can do it with the smaller clinical trials and much more cost effectively, just like the cancer field has been doing, then I think you have higher chances to meet the effective drugs, also find the patients who will benefit from that. So we identified about 8 to 10 subgroups for our IVS-201 drug, utilizing our platform. And also our platform is very helpful to identify biomarkers for each unique phenotypical subcategories of patients for heart failure preserved ejection fraction. And it means that that is why the diagnostics also can be identified through utilizing our drugs. So you are not only identifying or discovering drugs, finding the matching patient subgroups and biomarkers. It is one platform enables that, and AI trained through the heart failure patient records. We have a very large data sets that our AI has been continuously trained on the patient data records, and that is the innovation. And we are very blessed actually that we have been supported by NIH in the United States to develop the initial platform. And now we are happy to have a drug program. So we are looking for the partners and also others that we can maybe benefit, so enable them to access our platform. And that is our contribution with the technologies, with our platform, with our drug program. All we need now, the others to come and join the effort and access, so they can also develop their own drugs like we have our own drug program.
Thank you, Ayla, for excellent insights. It's very interesting to learn all these details, which is very impactful to our life every day.
Heart failure is a very sudden and a disease. Sometimes it's stopped at a moment, and it stops our breathing. So our goal is to keep supporting the heart's beating, and so that everybody enjoys the life with their families, with their loved ones, and enjoys the quality of life. While maybe they may have an effect of the disease, they don't have a severe and debilitating life duration of the disease. They can still be with their loved one, enjoy their work, and contribute to the life.
Thank you so much, Ayla, for joining us today and sharing your incredible insight and experiences.
I appreciate your invite and also your time. Thank you for including us to the Excellence Talk platform, and thank you very much for your leadership and inspiring and courageous vision to keep others uniting with their innovations. Thank you, Murat.
Thank you. See you next time.